item number 14, Cashmere, Worsley, Hoon Road intersection upgrade. And we've got staff at the end of the table, and anyone got any questions for staff? Mike Davidson.
Morning.
Morning.
Just similar question to what I asked Caroline about the feedback from the Blind Low Vision New Zealand on removing the pedestrian crossings.
On not installing the pedestrian crossings. We haven't had specific feedback on that. The removal or the non-marking of the pedestrian crossings on the slip lanes has been taken out because of the safety issue that it creates for pedestrians.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but are we not potentially creating another safety issue for people with vision impairment by actually removing the pedestrian crossings as well? And therefore, if safety of pedestrians was the prime reason, wouldn't we look to actually just remove the slip lane and have it all signalised?
So I've asked Wayne Gallett to come down and talk to that. He's our safety engineer, so he can talk to the technicalities around that. The reality of this intersection is it's got a very difficult orientation. We are generally around the city when we do our designs trying to not have slip lanes. This has a very difficult orientation that would make turning very difficult without the slip lanes. Wayne will talk to the removal of the having or not having pedestrian crossings. My understanding is by having a pedestrian crossing there, you actually create a hazard for a blind or visually impaired person. Is that correct?
Correct. I was involved at the outset of this project, but the alignment and the skewed alignment of the intersection is such that you have to have those left-turn slip lanes to get vehicles around those tight left-hand bends. The pedestrian crossings were initially put in, but through the safety audit process were taken out because of the lack of advanced visibility of the pedestrian crossings, and then pedestrians obviously stepping out thinking they had priority, but vehicles not seeing them. So the raised tables are the safest solution with the current alignment.
With the appropriate tactile paving in place, so that it is showing a stop and a check.
Okay. But we are, I guess, for most projects, trying to avoid doing slip lanes. Yeah. Thank you.
I'm worried about, is Tim out there?
Oh, he is already.
Yeah. Sorry, Tim, I was reluctant to do this paper with you out of the room.
Just another question. Just another question.
Yep.
When are we looking to start construction on?
When are we looking to start construction?
We're looking to start construction April next month.
Tim, do you want to move this?
Yes, I can. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Melanie, did you want to second it? Is there any discussion? I'll put them. Oh, Tim?
Yeah. Well, I just want to thank you so much for this. This has been a bit of a ping pong moving from date to date. And although we've had a connection into Worsley, into Westmoreland, which should never have happened until this was built, it's a really good thing that this is happening as soon as it is. And I'm sure the community really appreciate it. So thank you very much.
Melanie?
I think what Mike brought up is something that the board was concerned with first as well, but like the staff have explained, I think it's really important that pedestrians are looking, because cars will come around those corners quite quickly and suddenly come upon that pedestrian crossing, so it is really on pedestrians to be really watching rather than stepping out, which is why this is safer.
Thank you. Mike?
Thank you. And I was pretty confident that your board, especially if Caroline, would have looked at some of the issues that may cause with pedestrians, but and I will support it because it's a much needed intersection upgrade for obviously quite a popular destination now with the adventure park, but it does concern me when we have to keep going to slip lanes for a variety of reasons, because whenever you have a slip lane, you're putting vulnerable people at risk, whether they're walking or on a bike going in front of the slip lane. So I'm glad to hear that we're trying to avoid doing them wherever possible. We couldn't get away from it at this intersection, but I'll just be keeping an eye to make sure it doesn't keep happening. Thanks.
Thank you. I'll put the motion. All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. That's carried. Thank you. And the next one is Te